patuloy na nagbibigay serbisyo, pag-asa at saya. GMA Regional TV, kapuso ng bawat Pilipino. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Good afternoon, this is your GMA Regional TV Weekend News. The biggest, the latest as local news matters. Lou and Merondina.
Alan Domingo broadcasting from GMA Network Complex in Cebu.
And live here at the Cebu City Sports Complex to give you updates of the highly anticipated Sinulog Festival. Filling in for Cecil Kibod Castro, I am Nico Sereno.
We'd like to welcome our Kapuso viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao,
as well as our kababayans abroad watching us through GMA News TV and GMA Pinoy TV.
This afternoon, for the biggest and the latest from the regions, we will be joined by GMA Regional TV correspondents Rain Palino from GMA RTV Bicol and Riel Soroche from GMA RTV 1 Mindanao.
We also have other counterparts from the other regions. Joining us this afternoon are Joan Punsoy from GMA RTV Balitang Amyanan and Adrian Prietos from GMA RTV 1 Western Visayas.
For today's headlines,
Philippine airports are on heightened alert to prevent entry of the mysterious disease from China. Authorities are investigating how 4 inmates under police custody escaped. Declaration of Pangasinan as ASF-free put on hold. Family in Cagayan de Oro City turned over 2 Egyptian sculptures to the police. Government readies assistance to displace OFWs affected by the Middle East crisis. And it's all systems go for Cebu's 40th Sinulog Festival.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
devotees of the Black Nazarene in the different parts of the country celebrated his annual feast day. Details in this report of Chona Haryon.
The translation in honor of the Black Nazarene in Davao City was orderly despite the huge turnout of devotees joining the procession. Some carried with them small replicas of the Black Nazarene, which were later blessed during the Holy Mass. The chapel of the Black Nazarene in New Lanzona, Barangay Matina, is the first chapel in Davao City that started celebrating the feast a few years ago. In Tagum City, Davao del Norte, a large crowd of devotees also joined the Traslacion, which started at the parish of Christ Eucharistic King and ended at Sagrado Corazon de Jesus Nazareno Parish. On its 4th year of observance, several senior citizens braved the hot weather in Cagayan de Oro City as thousands of devotees flocked the streets to join the Traslacion. The devotees remained unfazed by the cold weather. Authorities said the Traslacion was successful with no untoward incidents reported. In Iligan City, strict measures were implemented by police during the entire procession, which ended earlier than expected. Devotees of the Black Nazarene in Arivalo, Iloilo City gathered to commemorate the feast day with a mass and a procession. Believers said that their devotion to the miraculous statue of Jesus Christ carrying his cross will remain alive despite modern times.
Abi tanawa kung anong mahimo nga ma-revive ang devotion sa Nazareno.
The Archdiocesan Shrine of Jesus Nazarene in Barangay Cansohong, Talisay City, Cebu, houses the original relic of the hand of the Black Nazarene. 50-year-old Cedric Canton came to thank the Nazarene for giving him a second lease in life.
Patay naman ko sa ospital. Nagampo ko niya, nitawag ko niya. Tapos og Senior Santo Niño, og San Lorenzo, og Nazareno. Gigagog chance niya. Nabuhay ko.
In the neighboring province of Bohol, devotees walked 3 kilometers in Garcia Hernandez, Bohol to reach a place called Bohol Calvary. The image of the Nazareno is placed on the parishioner's head or shoulders for healing. In Camarines Sur, a pontifical mass was also held in the Black Nazarene parish in Calabanga.
Jesus Nazareno ang modelo na maging makusog tayo sa atong pagtubod sa Diyos.
Many devotees from the different parts of Bicol region came to see the image of the Black Nazarene. Among them was Tatay Juanito, who had difficulty of walking.
Kahit ganito ang kalagayan ko, nasusubigay kami na pangkaparito lang.
Plaza Quezon in Naga City also witnessed the strong faith of Nagüeños. Despite the scorching heat, many devotees flocked to see the image of the Black Nazarene. The devotees from Calasiao town in Pangasinan also joined a procession in Barangay Doyong. The blackened wooden statue of Jesus Christ is believed to have healing powers, brings good health and economic success. I am Chona Carion for GMA Regional TV.
Authorities in the cities of Davao and Cebu are now intensifying efforts at their international airport arrival areas to prevent the entry of passengers from China affected with a so-called mysterious disease. GMA Regional TV 1 Mindanao's Riel Soroche has the details. Live, Riel?
Yes, Luan, airports in the country with direct flights to and from China are implementing measures to ensure that the reported mysterious disease from China will not enter the country. Statistics from the Ministry of Health in China revealed that the number of residents affected with the mysterious disease from a seafood market in Wuhan City, where live animals are sold, has reached almost 60.
SARS-like, pero now up until now walang human to human transmission, and but it's manifesting parang talagang pneumonia, like cough, sneeze, medyo parang allergic ang reaction, may fever, may ganun din, may mga joint pains din, no.
Medical tests showed that the said disease manifested SARS-like symptoms. Patients experience fever, dry cough, sore throat, difficulty of breathing, headache, body aches, and loss of appetite, among others. The Department of Health Region 11, in coordination with the Bureau of Quarantine, has activated the thermal scanner installed at the international arrival area of Davao Airport to check the body temperature of arriving passengers. Direct flight from Jinjiang City in China to Davao City flies 2 times a week, while direct flight from Hong Kong flies 5 times a week.
Sa airport po, meron kaming duty na personnels, 24/7 po yan. And then ano rin ng thermal scanner namin dyan sa airport. Lahat ng dumadaan na mga passenger na screen ng thermal scanner namin.
The Bureau also activated quarantine anchorage to all passengers on board foreign ships, which are set to dock at the port of Davao.
BOQ din is closely monitoring with the hospital, coordinating with the hospitals para malaman nila kung mayroong mga untoward na incidents, okay, may mga patients that admitted, makita nila doon sa manifesto in case if these are patients are coming from China or elsewhere.
Mactan Cebu International Airport was likewise placed on heightened alert due to the reported presence of viral pneumonia in China. Cebu hosts 30 to 35 flights to and from China every week. The Bureau of Quarantine issued a memo on January 4 detailing the viral pneumonia. The Bureau of Quarantine ordered the strict surveillance of all passengers with respiratory infections or those manifesting symptoms of pneumonia. The Bureau of Quarantine in Mactan assured that the facility has been using its thermal scanner for international passengers.
Pero the usual, mo rin po na mong gibuhat kanang fever screening. Anybody nga na fever, amo ganay pull out sa line.
The use of the thermal scanners in both Davao and Cebu airports will help alert authorities of passengers who are sick. Luan.
Thank you, Riel Soroche.
5 local chief executives in Mindanao are now facing administrative cases filed by the Department of Interior and Local Government for failure to comply with the road clearing operations as ordered by President Rodrigo Duterte. Argel Relator has the details.
The DILG filed gross neglect of duty and grave misconduct charges at the Office of the Ombudsman against 10 town mayors who failed to reach a passing compliance rate in the 2-month nationwide road clearing operations. Of the 10 mayors, 5 are from Mindanao, namely Lapuyan Zamboanga del Sur Mayor Joel Sulong, Sagay Camiguin Mayor Joseph Huayan, Ginsiliban Camiguin Mayor Hilencia Abesha, Mantikao Misamis Oriental Mayor Antonio Baculio, and Caraga Davao Oriental Mayor Alicia Mori. Based on the assessment of the DILG, this LGU scored below 50 points on the criteria set by the agency, particularly on the implementation of the existing ordinance, inventory, road clearing efforts, plan for the displaced residents, rehabilitation, and grievance mechanism. In an interview with Mayor Alicia Mori, she expressed her dismay at the result of the evaluation and claimed that they did their responsibility in accordance with the President's directive. Mayor Mori plans to submit an appeal to counter DILG's decision. DILG 11 Regional Director Alex Roldan decided not to issue further statements on the decision until Mayor Mori submits her response. DILG added that the 10 mayors also failed to justify their efforts in their answer to the show cause order issued to them. I am Argel Relator for GMA Regional TV.
Tension escalates during the demolition of 18 houses in Pangasinan. Details in this report of Russell Simorio.
Tension escalates during the demolition of 18 houses in Barangay Polo, San Carlos City, Pangasinan. Affected residents barricaded the compound.
Pipigilan tayo ng mga demolish na pamilya. Actually, yung demolition na yan is private yan eh.
Court Sheriff Mario Rosaltan of the Regional Trial Court, Branch 56 presented the demolition order. In 2015, the court issued a demolition order for the said houses.
Pagkakausapin muna sila ng maayos para walang masasaktan kasi ang inaasikaso namin yung mga masasaktan na bata. Ayaw kung makon kami ngayon.
In November 2019, the court also issued a notice to vacate but affected residents resisted.
Nakikipaglaban po kami dahil sa amin talaga yung lupa na yan eh. Diyan na yung pinanganak yung lolo ko, diyan na yung pinanganak yung nanay ko, diyan na pinusudan, diyan na rin kami pinanganak, diyan na rin ako nagkaasawa.
Police ensured that the demolition order was implemented. 18 families were left homeless after the demolition.
Iyak na ako nang iyak. Pati yung anak ko galit na galit. Matagal niyang inipunan bakit ganito ang mangyari. Na sinira.
The local government of San Carlos City allocated a more than 400,000 pesos for the financial assistance of affected residents. Together with Daryl Peralta, I am Russell Simorio for GMA Regional TV.
Each born child is a blessing to the family. Sometimes, how they come into this world is both exciting and frightening. The details in this report.
A young man assisted his mother in delivering his younger brother. 20-year-old Bowen Sueco of Cebu City faced his fears and helped his mother give birth to his younger sibling at their house. According to Bowen, when his mother's water broke, she calmly told him what to do, since she is a nurse. Following his mother's instructions, he immediately put on the surgical gloves and facilitated the birth. He had successfully delivered and cleaned the baby when the barangay midwife arrived with his father. In Mandaue City, a woman was forced to give birth inside a responding patrol car. Police Officer Harold Sukib was driving Dimpna Cavalida of Barangay Labugon to the birthing center but stopped midway when Cavalida gave birth inside the patrol car.
Nakuyawan sa ko sir kay kato first time sa doon ako nga kuan ba. Nakadrive ko nanay nanganak gid sa sod sa kuan patrol. Na-pressure kay bro sige ko gawang-wang sige pa ko to kay work traffic sa to sir.
Meanwhile, in Lapu-Lapu City, a woman died on Christmas Day after giving birth. 26-year-old Maribel Intera died due to a massive bleeding 4 hours after giving birth to a baby girl via normal delivery at a birthing center.
Sa kuha nga side pod giligo ng bata, murag ning relax ako gamay kay taud-taud na pagbiyagi. Ligo ng bata na ginawa kog lawom na salamat na kuan na normal ang bata. Nya karon pagkataod-taod ning gawas maggalit ang midwife pagkahuman na og plastaran ni sa bata dito sa kuan sa naman nay butanganan dito sa mga bata. Nya ni ana si anang midwife nga sir kanang bag-o ra man naka-experience nga ni sa imong pare sir oy kanang ang dugo ba dili sa normal sige sag awas ano ko nga na aton ni repair sa ospital.
Contrary to the claim of Joselito, ARC Hospital Administrator Dr. Mary Jean Loreche said they immediately attended to Maribel. Based on the hospital record, the mother was brought in at 8:45 a.m. and expired at almost 12 noon. The scheduled operation was not performed due to profuse bleeding. I am Luan Merondina for GMA Regional TV.
The chief of Bacolod City Police Station 3 and its deputy are subject to an investigation, while 2 duty officers are facing criminal charges after a jailbreak. Adrian Prietos from GMA Regional TV 1 Western Visayas will give us more details. Live, Adrian.
Yes, my 4 fugitives who bolted from the male custodial facility of Bacolod Police Station 3 in Barangay Mandalagan, Bacolod City have one by one turned themselves in to authorities, fearing for their lives. The jail facility of Bacolod City Police Station 3 has undergone major changes. This after 4 inmates escaped from the male custodial facility earlier this week. The escapees used a saw blade to cut an iron bar and escape through the back portion of the police station. A manhunt operation was directed by the Bacolod City Police Office, urging the public to help in the arrest of the fugitives. Tagging them as armed and dangerous. One by one, the renegades surrendered.
Para man sa bintaha man sa ila, kag ang inipagbalik nila, dako man ini nga bulig para sa ila kaulingon, mangin mitigating o kon mapamag-an man ang ginapangatubang nila sininga kaso.
Jeffrey Ilangos, who has been charged for child abuse, said he just wanted to see his family.
Ino naman tang mitang giniinay man namon. Wala di makabati. Ara na daan daw. Kaya may gunatandaan mo, may balana na lang ang sansalon.
2 other escapees, Ellie Lorenzazon and Sunny Capa, who are facing drug charges after they were arrested in a drug operation last month wherein more than 9 million pesos worth of suspected shabu was recovered, also voluntarily surrendered last Tuesday. Michael Piñoso, who was also facing drugs charges, was the last to surrender after he tried to hide in the town of San Enrique.
Okay lang akong i-check ko nila ang dalaw, check ko nila ang dala, makasulod na bala makastorya, milawig, balaw, hindi lang nila pag-ipit ang dalaw namon, mula na inayo namon.
The jailer, Police Staff Sergeant Eric Olverio and Desk Officer Corporal Orwayne Jade Nadado are now under custody and has been charged 4 counts of infidelity in the custody of prisoner. The 2 are also subject to an administrative investigation. Along with Chief of Police Major Ruel Culanag and Desk Supervisor Lieutenant Virgel Valdepeña.
So, ang sa ato naman, sa amon, nakanda kami investigation sa akong Chief Investigator. Kaya gin-retrieve namon ang CCTV.
Ati ang aton niya this officer kagang wala di sila sa ilang post.
So wala tao.
So that's why nagplan sila. Actually napamangkot naman sila ati gambal sila ati wala tao. Kay kung may tao lang diya ibindo nga kapiyong-piyong ka kunari ka lang dito hindi sila magagwa.
NAPOLCOM Regional Office has started their investigation, while the Bacolod City Police Investigation and Detection Group has assured the public that there will be no whitewash in their efforts.
No, I will not tolerate that. Why? Madamo sang kapulisan nato nga nagsakripisyo. And amo lang na ang trabaho, hindi natin pagtrabaho unsang maayo. So I think sa ginhimo nila, nagpakita nga they are not interested na sa serbisyo. Kung hindi na sila interesado, kung hindi sila mag-resign, I will give you the way kung paano ka maghalin sa serbisyo.
It can also be noted that CCTV footage inside the police station showed that the on-duty police officers abandoned their positions. The investigation of the NAPOLCOM and the BCPO will also focus on how the saw blade was sneaked inside the jail facility. Mai?
Thank you, Adrian Prietos.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Several shooting incidents recorded in Pangasinan or in the country. Kim Banderlippe will tell us more.
A barangay kagawad was shot dead in broad daylight by unknown assailants in Barangay Cagay, Rojas City, Capiz. Onel Arandez was inside a repair shop when 3 men shot him. The suspects fled the scene using a getaway vehicle with another suspect who served as their driver.
May tao nga nakabulit, nga apat mo nga tao nga nakabulit, nga nagtulod siya talya, kag andua nga moto ang palupok.
Based on the autopsy report, Arandez sustained 34 entrance and exit wounds in different parts of his body. Police are looking into the victim's dealings as a barangay councilman, conflicts in business, and drugs as motives of the crime. Arandez was considered a high-value target and was arrested on drug charges, which were later dismissed. A government employee in Calasiao, Pangasinan was shot dead after 2 unidentified suspects ambushed him at the Ambonaw-Nansangaan Road. The Calasiao local government condemned the killing. The motive and suspects have yet to be identified. In San Fabian, Pangasinan, a 35-year-old man was shot dead inside a laundry shop in Barangay Kayanga. Based on CCTV footage, 2 gunmen entered the shop carrying a caliber .5.56 gun and shot the victim several times. 9 empty shells were recovered from the crime scene. The police are still investigating the incident.
He has pending warrant of arrest for the crime of murder in connection with the killing of in Mapandan.
In Sultan Kudarat Province, former Vice Governor Rolly Recinto's vehicle was ambushed along the highway of Barangay Bilumin in Lambayong Town. The victim was rushed to the hospital but declared dead on arrival. The former Vice Governor is the father of incumbent Lambayong Vice Mayor Francis Recinto and Municipal Councilor Joseph Recinto. Police authorities are looking into the incident as the assailants are still unknown. I am Kim Banderlippe for GMA Regional TV.
A retired Philippine National Police official was gunned down in an ambush. Authorities formed a special task force to investigate. The details from this report of GMA RTV's Joanne Ponsoy.
A retired Philippine National Police official was gunned down in an ambush in Calasiao, Pangasinan Thursday afternoon. Based on the investigation, retired Police Brigadier General Marlo Chan was on board an orange Ford Ranger with his driver, Juanito Lozada Jr., when gunmen fired on the vehicle near the San Miguel Nalshan intersection. The 4 gunmen were on board 2 motorcycles and fled in the direction of Barangay Banawang.
Malakas man! Akala ko yung gulong, yung pala baril.
The driver brought Chan to the Dagupan Doctors Villamor Memorial Hospital, but the former police official was declared dead on arrival. Chan sustained gunshot wounds on the neck, chest, and other body parts. His driver, Lozada, was not injured. Scene of the crime operatives recovered 5-caliber 45 cartridge. Police were able to recover security camera footage from nearby establishments. Authorities on Thursday formed a special task force to investigate the ambush on former Pangasinan Provincial Director.
On the process of investigation, just malalaman na lang natin kung ano yung motibo ng pagpatay sa kanya. So, wala pa po tayong ma-establish as of now na motive of the case.
General Chan was from San Quintin, Pangasinan and served as Pangasinan Police Director from 2013 to 2015. He was also the former Deputy Director of the Philippine National Police Directorate for Integrated Police Operations in Southern Luzon. Together with cameraman Henry Duminsil, I am Joan Punsoy for GMA Regional TV.
The biggest LPG canister refilling station in Cebu City was raided by the Department of Energy and CIDG-PNP. The authorities confiscated 7 to 10 million pesos worth of LPG tanks and vehicles. Details in this report.
In a secluded area in Sitio Dapdap, Barangay Kalunasan, Cebu City, lies hidden an LPG canister refilling station. After receiving reports on the illegal operation, the Department of Energy immediately coordinated with the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group. Before the raid, CIDG observed the area for almost a month. During the raid, they discovered 3 plants with mounted refilling machines and compressors. Also found were big LPG tanks whose contents were used to refill butane canisters. Also confiscated were boxes of rusty canisters, repainted and newly filled, ready for delivery. After the Department of Energy discovered the illegal operation, they immediately coordinated with the CIDG to launch the raid.
Violation yun na commit ani sa atong balaod nga Batas Pambansa bilang 33 as amended by Presidential Decree 1865 for illegal trading of petroleum products without license authority from the Department of Energy. So kanilang gibuhat karon naghimo sila usa ka refilling plant nga walay pagtugot sa opisina sa Department of Energy.
Sa diyang pagkandak namo og surveillance aduna kami namatikdan, nakita gyud namo mismo nga aduna gyud planta diri. So diha dayon among gipahimutang ang usa ka police operation.
10 were arrested, including the son of a barangay official said to be the owner of the refilling station.
Wala gini sila mo comply bisan pag mo apply ni sila sa office di gini maka-issue ani nila kay tungod sa ilahang safety
Owner ani nga nga si Jaja Munares o kato si Jamaica Carabio.
Together with cameraman Godfrey Relian, I'm Alan Domingo for GMA Regional TV. Hogs from piggery in Pangasinan tested positive for the African swine fever. We have Juan Punsoy from GMA RTV Balitang Amyanan. Live, Juan.
Alan, the declaration of Pangasinan as African swine fever free has been deferred after hogs from a backyard piggery in Barangay Linok in Binmali, Pangasinan tested positive for ASF. Several hogs from a piggery in Barangay Linok, Binmali, Pangasinan were found to be positive for the African swine fever by the Department of Agriculture Regional 1 Office. Early this week, authorities collected blood samples due to the abnormal deaths of more than 40 hogs of Ramil Sanchez, a hog raiser since December 21, 2019.
Hindi ko alam yung kung nangyari dun sa baboy ko, biglang umina sila tapos hindi naman sila nagtatay kaso may na silang kumain.
Positive sa ASF yung lumabas na result.
Based on the investigation conducted by the DA Regional 1 Office, the Office of the Provincial Veterinarian, and barangay officials, hogs mortality in Barangay Linok started last December 10. Just this Wednesday, another hog from a backyard piggery died.
Bakit nagkaganyan dito? Wala naman dito ang tagal na. Bakit nakapasok yan dito eh?
The 1710 quarantine protocol may once again be implemented depending on the results of the blood collection from the ground zero. Under the protocol, quarantine checkpoints are set up in areas within a 1-kilometer radius of suspected farms, monitoring the movement of live pigs, pork and pork products. Within a 7-kilometer radius, authorities are conducting surveillance and limiting animal movement.
Yung usual na protocol, 117. Yung 117 hindi masyado kasi medyo isolated case naman ito.
The Dagupan City Veterinary Office immediately implemented a checkpoint on Barangay Kalmay and Caraal that are within 7 kilometers from the ground zero of neighboring town Binmalay. Dagupan City Mayor Brian Lim issued an executive order to closely monitor all entry and exit points of the city.
Mayroon na tayong precautionary measures, mayroon na tayong checkpoint kagad na ginawa. So ngayon, ma-reactivate uli yun, considering na ang Binmalay is malapit-lapit, around 3 kilometers lang na between Dagupan City at saka sa kanya.
The provincial government reiterated its call to all concerned local officials to be vigilant in guarding all possible entry points to Pangasinan and to closely monitor swine industries within their respective jurisdiction. If the result of the test turned out to be ASF positive, the local government of Binmalay will declare Barangay Linok under state of calamity. Alan.
Thank you, Juan Punsoy.
Puso Telebabad, Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday is all set for 2020. Details in this report of Joanne Ponsoy. On its 70th year, GMA Network's initial primetime offering for 2020 is the remake of the 1984 film Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday, which will star Barbie Forteza, a strong-willed Waray, and Kate Valdez, a brave Ilocana. It is a story of two women brought together by fate, where events in the past will try to make their friendship end.
Before, kasi yun ako lagi yung maldita, yung kontrabida. Pero ngayon, dito hindi na ako yun. So, happy na ako kasi mabait na ako dito.
Siguro ito ang bago dito, dalawang dialekto ang maririnig mo, yung Ilocano at yung Waray. Siyempre gusto namin ipakita yung kung anong meron sa Ilocos, anong meron sa Tacloban.
The new series gave GMA Regional TV a sneak peek during their taping in Ilocos Norte. Part of the scene was taken at Kapurpurawan Rock Formations in Burgos, the Bangi Windmills, and the sand dunes in Paway.
Ang mga Waray kasi kilala sila na sobrang strong. So even the way they speak, medyo meticulous kami dyan sa bagay na yan.
Siguro ako mas napopromote yung culture natin, na hindi kailangan ikahiya yung language natin, and mas mapreserve kung ano yung tradition natin.
Barbie and Kate believe that seeing the sights and learning the culture and ways of Warays and Ilocanos will help them in portraying their own characters. Part of the new Telebabad series are veteran actresses Dina Bonnevie and Snooki Serna.
Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday, malapit na po yan sa GMA Telebabad.
Agbuya kayo, kapuso, Anak ni Waray versus Anak ni Biday sa January 27 sa GMA.
Together with cameraman Norman Raka, I am John Punsoy for GMA Regional TV.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
A family in Cagayan de Oro City turned over to the police two Egyptian sculptures, claiming that these artifacts brought them bad luck. Cyril Chavez has the details.
Some things are worth keeping, while some are for letting go. The Uyan family of Cagayan de Oro City chose to let go two Egyptian sculptures, God of Death Anubis and Pharaohic statue. In ancient Egypt mythology, Anubis is known as the god of the dead and the patron god of lost souls and the helpless. The Uyan family said the figures were sold to them by one of their previous workers for 2,000 pesos. The Uyan family believes that these items brought them bad luck. Things went missing from their house and their pet dogs kept howling.
Kung mo ba ito hinungdan? Wala. Di sad mo. Pero mo nalagi nga sa mga eroa nga.
The family suspected that sculptures were stolen from the real owner, who might still be looking for them, which is why they decided to turn it over to the police.
Sa ilang balay na ay mga unusual nga dili maayo nga nang tabo. So murag ilang gi ang kustodiya na adto sa amo.
Mas gusto nako nga i-post ninyo nga kini siya nangita og tag-iya.
Whether the items are source of bad luck or not, the family hopes that these items will be returned to the real owner. But if unclaimed, the police said that the items will be placed in a museum. Together with cameraman James Yap, I am Cyril Chavez for GMA Regional TV.
After the partial deployment ban of household service workers to Kuwait, the Department of Labor and Employment is now ordering the repatriation of Filipinos in volatile areas in the Middle East. Rain Palino will tell us more live. Rain?
After the partial deployment ban of household service workers to Kuwait, the Department of Labor and Employment is now ordering the repatriation of Filipinos to hostile areas in the Middle East. The Department of Labor and Employment are now on task for livelihood and financial assistance for the displaced overseas Filipino workers who are affected by the Middle East crisis. Repatriation was ordered by the government in Iran, Iraq, and Lebanon due to the rising tension between the United States and the Iranian government. According to Dole, there are more than 2 million documented OFWs in the Middle East.
Binibigyan agad kami ng warning kung halimbawa pagka mayroong gulo na talagang hindi na kaya ng gobyerno, pinalilikas agad ho kami.
Job opportunities for both local and abroad are being prepared by Dole.
Yung programa po ni OWA, ma'am, na Balik Pinas Balik Hanap Buhay program for displaced OFWs, ma'am. Sa madaling salita, ma'am, yan po yung ibibigay na pampuhunan po sa mga OFWs natin na mga na-repatriate or yung mga marirepatriate pala.
Kung wala ho sa Kuwait, marami naman ho tayo sa Hong Kong, sa Singapore, actually sa Japan, sa Taiwan, mga factory workers. Alam din ho natin na meron na rin ho sila sa Poland.
The 24/7 help desk initiated by the provincial government of Iloilo, along with other government agencies, started operating yesterday. The help desk located at the provincial capital lobby aimed to help families of OFWs working in the Middle East relay their queries.
Parang may assistance kita nga mahatag in support of the national government's move also to help and assist our OFWs. Kag number 2, of course, once we open the communication lines, may kantuan man diri ang taga-probinsya sang Iloilo.
Based on OWA Region 6 records, there are 30 individuals from Western Visayas who are working in Iran and Iraq, but the numbers have yet to be validated as there may be still undocumented OFWs working in the Middle East. The mother of an OFW working in Lebanon was among the first to reach out the help desk. Celia Herrera asked the government to help her daughter who, according to her, is a victim of an illegal recruiter.
Gusto niya na magpauli kay digto sa amo niya daw nakaano na siya kuno nga hindi amo balakay ang iya nga ginabantayan ginahamras na siya.
The Iloilo provincial government stated that even non-Ilonggos can approach the help desk.
Kita 20,000 para sa Balik Pinas BPBH, Balik Pinas Balik Hanap Buhay, kag sa mga undocumented we have still standing financial assistance.
In Camarines Sur, there are 86,613 OWA members. The exact numbers of OFWs working in Iran and Iraq are still being validated. While LGUs has yet to identify the number of OFWs caught in the middle of the crisis, what is sure or certain is the assistance of government as soon as they return home. Mai?
Thank you, Rain Palino.
Here in Cebu City, it's all systems go for the much-anticipated 40th Sinulog Festival in celebration of the Feast of the Holy Child Jesus or the Señor Santo Niño. More in this report. The early morning rains failed to dampen the spirits of Cebuanos who attended the traditional Walk with Jesus procession last Thursday. Devotees came prepared with raincoats and umbrellas as they walked with the image of the Santo Niño de Cebu from Fuente Osmeña Oval to the Basilica. Some also brought with them their images of the Holy Child. At the historic church, a Holy Mass formally opened this year's Fiesta celebration. The Basilica Rector formally installed this year's Hermano and Hermana Mayor, who will be in charge of promoting the devotion to the Holy Child Jesus. Police estimate up to 300,000 devotees attended the Walk with Jesus and the opening Mass. Hourly masses will be held at the Basilica for the novena as a run-up to the feast day next Sunday. A day after the formal start of the religious activities, the Cebu City government also formally kicked off the Sinulog Festival yesterday. After a Holy Mass, Mayor Edgardo Labella with other city officials formally opened Sinulog 2020. This was followed by a colorful parade of different dancing contingents along Osmeña Boulevard. The participants converged at the Cebu City Sports Complex for the grand kick-off program. Meanwhile, this afternoon, Mai and Lan, the Cebuanos witnessed the annual Sinulog sa Kabataan sa Lalawigan. This is a yearly competition of the different cities and municipalities of the province of Cebu. The activity started with a parade from the Cebu provincial capital going to the Abellana Sports Complex. For this year, 6 contingents joined the competition. Tomorrow, the city will stage the annual Sinulog sa Kabataan sa Dakbayan. This is a prelude of what will happen on Sunday's Grand Sinulog Festival. That's it from my end here at the Cebu City Sports Complex. Mai and Lan.
Yes, Nix, and for the information of our Kapusong Cebuano, there are a lot of things to watch out for, and that includes the star-studded cast of The Descendants of the Sun, led by the primetime king Ding Dong Dantes and the ultimate star Jeneline Mercado. And you heard it right, mga Kapuso, you will see all the stars along the Sinulog route.
And GMA RTV Balita Bistak will also be doing a live coverage on the Sinulog Grand Parade on January 19.
And before we forget, in line with the celebration of GMA's 70th anniversary, GMA Entertainment Group and GMA Regional TV proudly bring the Sweetheart and the Balladeer Fun Night Only, featuring Asia's pop diva Julian San Jose, Asia's romantic balladeer Christian Bautista with Super Tekla, Donita Knows, and special guest Kylene Alcantara live at the Ordineta City Cultural and Sports Center in Pangasinan on Friday, February 8. For ticket inquiries, please call 0975-522-0077 or 0915-422-3393. Tickets are also available online at Ticket World starting Tuesday, January 14. We would like to thank everyone from around the Philippines as well as our Kapuso abroad for watching our episode. You can watch this episode and more of GMA Regional TV's official YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to get the hottest news from the regions.
Thank you for joining us, and from all of us here in Central and Eastern Visayas.
This has been GMA Regional TV Weekend News, where local news matters.
Happy weekend, mga Kapuso!